Where did you?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Venetia Alexander Marshall. Welcome. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome as well. And don't forget, hit the subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you're clicking the bell so when I am uploading on YouTube, you are notified. I'm going to be bringing you a lot of makeup looks in the coming weeks, so you're going to probably see a plethora of uploads from me. Why? I will explain that at a later time. In the meantime, we're going to do a makeup look. Got a few places to go today. So most of the makeup that I'm going to be bringing for you guys today, this is mostly Black Radiance. So I'm going to be bringing you guys a Black Radiance makeup look. Now, I know you've been seeing a lot of Black-owned makeup brand looks on YouTube, and there's a reason you have not seen Black Radiance as part of those Black-owned makeup brands makeup looks on YouTube. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get into it. I am up early because my daughter has to go to work. Yes, she has a job. So she's going to get ready. So she's getting ready for work. So I'm taking her to work today. And my husband's picking her up today. So, as always, I got my handy dandy mirror. The same makeup that you see right now on my YouTube channel. If you follow me on IG, on Instagram, you will find this exact makeup look on my IGTV. So, look for it on my IGTV. So, let's go ahead and get started. I have my handy dandy mirror with me. So, let's get started with primer. Now, the primer, it is not from Black Radiance. It is one of my favorites, though. This is from Milani. This is their Prime Shield Face Primer. You know, this is one of my favorite primers. I know my nails are a hideous mess. I tried something new with my nails, and yeah, they didn't work. So, we're going to start with the Milani Prime Shield Primer. And if you also notice when we're doing our Black-owned makeup brands, you also didn't notice Milani wasn't on there. I've always thought Milani was a Black-owned brand. Milani is not Black-owned. I just recently found out that is not a Black-owned brand. I'm like, okay. But they still have some pretty good makeup. I still like a lot of their makeup. Because Milani has become one of my favorite drugstore brands. Of course, my top #1 favorite drugstore brand is Oaf. So with this primer, even though I now have dry skin, this is still a very comfortable primer. This primer is a mattifying primer, but it's still very, very comfortable on my skin. It does not bother my skin at all. There are some primers, matte primers, I kind of have to stay away from because of my dry skin, and it dries me out too much. And then that's when I have to use the hydrating primers. I try to stay away from some hydrating primers, but some of those hydrating primers, my top 2 favorite, I would say favorite hydrating primers, if you want to talk drugstore, that will be the L'Oreal Infallible Dewy Primer. That is a very good primer. I actually need to get another one. I think I'm almost out of that one. That is a very good high drugstore primer. That is my favorite for hydrating. If you want to talk high-end primer, I've mentioned this before, that would be the Fenty Beauty hydrating primer, soft silk hydrating primer. That one is my favorite one if you want to talk high end. So that is one of my favorites. So I just gave you one of each, high end and drugstore. Because I want to say, of course, the Fenty Beauty one I believe is $35, but if you want to talk drugstore, the L'Oreal, I want to say it's $10, and I got it from Walmart. So, all right, so we got that incorporated into the skin. For foundation today, we're going to go with our Black Radiance foundation stick. Here it is. We're going to do that today. It's been a minute since I wore the Black Radiance foundation stick. I remember when this first came out last year. Their liquid foundation was okay for me. It was the wrong shade. It was the wrong undertone for me. But this has been a little bit better. It's a little more drying, but it's still good. But this Black Radiance foundation stick doesn't beat out my Black Opal foundation stick. I'm not sure of the color. I will put here's the color right here. If you can see, focus camera, there it is. I'll put that color in the bottom of the description box. I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this foundation stick on. I wore this foundation stick to work. What did I wear this? sometime this week I did wear it, and it was okay. It had been a minute since I had worn it last. And if you're not familiar with the Black Radiance foundation stick, it came out last year, like early 2019. It has a brush at the bottom, and this brush is hard, so I never use the brush. I will never use that brush. But this is a pretty good foundation stick. But I did wear this foundation stick a few days ago. And yeah. So let me explain to you guys about why when you've seen these makeup looks, black owned makeup looks, Black Radiance isn't one of them. So and I had to find this out on my own. I was like, wait a minute, what? They're not black owned? Well, it started, I want to say, well, from what I read, it was back in the 70s when Black Radiance was started, I believe, from what I read. And it was initially black owned. But a company, I forgot the name of the company, I read it, bought Black Radiance, and it is a white company, so it's not black owned anymore. Black Radiance is owned, is it Warwick's or something like that? It's something Warwick's or something like that. They're the company that owns Black Radiance. They are the same company that owns Wet n Wild. So they just have a separate, they made Black Radiance as part of their umbrella of cosmetics brands that they own. And it's Black Radiance right along with Wet n Wild. So I didn't know Wet n Wild had something to do with Black Radiance, and that's why. It's owned by the same people that owns Wet n Wild. So that's why when you see a lot of these black owned makeup brand makeup looks on YouTube, you don't see Black Radiance. Another one that is kind of up and down, and I'm reading a lot, is Black Opal. Now I did include Black Opal in my black owned makeup look video I did not too long ago. I'll link that video in the cards above. That was initially black owned, and then it wasn't black owned until September 2019. Black Opal is now black owned again. It is owned by 2 African American women. So they are the owners of Black Opal. Black Radiance is still owned by the same company that owns Wet n Wild. So that's why you have not seen Black Radiance. Okay. For concealer, we're going to go with Milani. I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. The shade I have is Cool Sand, number 155. So we're going to go with Cool Sand today. And I need another one, a concealer. I'm almost out. I've been using this concealer a lot. So if you're new to my channel, I only do one swipe down the bridge of my nose, here, and here. There we go. I'm going to use my sponge. I have been loving this sponge. I did not bring this sponge on my channel when I did my updated Black Opal makeup review. This is a Black Opal makeup sponge. This sponge is so soft. This has become one of my favorite sponges. I know you see it's dirty. I clean my brushes and sponges once a week, and it is going to get cleaned tomorrow. But I absolutely love this sponge. I love this sponge. This has become one of my favorite sponges. So I am going to chisel out a contour. I actually am going to contour today. Surprise, surprise. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. Seeing some new folks looking at my channel. I'm not into super heavy contour lately, but every now and then I'll contour. But what I'll do is carve out a contour, and that's what I'm doing. I'm carving out a contour. I'm also not into super heavy brightening. I'm not. And it is the 4th of July, even though this video won't go up for another week or so. I have shut down my flea market booth for the day, so I can enjoy 4th of July, which we're really not going to do anything. I told my family I'm going to do my surf and turf today. That's what I'm going to do. And every time I do the surf and turf, they eat it up. And what I mean by my version of surf and turf, what I do is I get foil paper. I make little foil packets, and in each little packet is sausage, shrimp, potatoes. I cut some potatoes up, and some corn on the cob, and I slide it in the oven. I leave it in the oven for about I don't know, about 40 minutes, 30-40 minutes. And when you take it out, it's in its own little, all you do is just take the little packet of foil, put it on your plate, open it up. That is your meal. And when I do this surf and turf, they absolutely love when I do this surf and turf. Okay, so we got that incorporated into the skin. So for those of you that are new to my channel, I do set my face twice. So for the first setting powder, this is one of my absolute favorite drugstore setting powders. I need another one. So this is my Black Radiance. Yes, the name is gone. This is my Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder in Banana. As you can see, the container is damn near empty. I love this setting powder. It is very, very, very messy. But let me tell y'all about this banana powder. It is a very deep yellow banana powder. This is what's remaining, you can see, of the setting powder. And this setting powder I have used with both drugstore foundations and high-end foundations. I absolutely, look at me, I'm dropping stuff. I absolutely love this setting powder. I do have a second one in the bag. That's how much I use this. I have a second one in the bag, ready to open. But I do use this. I probably won't use it in the second pack when I open it, because this can get a little messy. And I still bake, but I don't bake for no more than 60 seconds. But this is my absolute #1 favorite setting powder. It is from Black Radiance. I know some people don't like the fact that it's super messy, which is, and I agree with that. It is very, very, very messy. But man, the finish, it is awesome. I absolutely love how this works with not just with the Black Radiance foundation stick, the Black Opal foundation stick. I have used this with Fenty Beauty. I've used this with Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I have used this with NARS. I have used this with CoverGirl. I have used this with my e.l.f. This is a very good setting powder. It's a really, really good setting powder. So I am going to dust this off because, again, I only bake for no more than 60 seconds. I am one of those people that, yes, I still bake. Do not. If you are one of those people that bake, don't do it for no more than 60 seconds, because the longer you leave the setting powder on, it is going to brighten you. And then it could really throw your look off. And some YouTubers that do bake for such a long period of time, I kind of cringe, as I don't like that. And the reason why I like to leave it on the bottom part just maybe a second longer. See how I'm carving out my contour? I'm carving out a contour because I am going to be contouring today. This setting powder, oh my goodness, I love it with both high-end and drugstore. I even use this setting powder with my own foundation. So if you're new to my channel, I do have my own cosmetics line, VAM Cosmetics. I have used this setting powder with my own foundation. It is wonderful, let me tell you. Absolutely wonderful. This is by far my absolute favorite setting powder. I need to keep a big stock of them. All right, so I set my face the second time. This is the only high-end brand I'm going to be bringing to the channel with this makeup look. I just did a makeup review for this brand, and my daughter says I'm going to use this every single day with the amount of money I paid for it. So the Lone high-end setting powder I'm going to use for the second setting powder. This is from Pat McGrath. I'm using her setting powder in medium deep, so I'm going with Pat McGrath today. I really like this setting powder, but my daughter said, you're going to use this every day. If I'm not mistaken, I think that setting powder is like $55. Yeah, you're gonna use this every day. So if you haven't seen that review of Pat McGrath, I'm gonna put that in the cards above. But yeah, my daughter said you're gonna use this setting powder every day. And actually, since my review, I've only used the setting powder and the pressed powder since my review. But I will be doing another black makeup look, and I will be featuring some Pat McGrath stuff, so look out for that. And I'm actually going to do a Pat McGrath makeup look and a Pat McGrath look for my IGTV. So those are definitely in the works. All right, so we're going to put this down. We're done with that. We're going to put Pat McGrath up. I'm actually kind of flying through this. All right, for contour, blush, eyeshadow, I think this was brilliant. This is brilliant on Black Radiance. Y'all did a brilliant job with this. This was a collab they did. This is the Black Radiance Bold and Sexy palette. Yes. It's been a while since I brought it back on my channel, since my initial review of this palette. You can use blush, bronze, eyeshadow all in this palette. So we're actually going to use this palette today. We're going to start off with the contour. So I do use this contour. The shade is, what is this? Olive. Oh, it just gives what all you're supposed to do. But yeah, I'm going to use the contour right here. So I'm going to contour with that today. And just like if you have the Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette, the powder one, just like with that, you just need a little bit, because you will go too far if you use too much. Because all I'm doing is tapping. Look how much you get. I have to tap that excess off because I am going to look absolutely ridiculous. So just a little bit is all you need. Because with this contour from Black Radiance, you can go overboard with it. And see how with just that, yeah, I think that's just the right amount. Because sometimes I have gone ham when I use the Black Radiance contour palette. And I did go ham on this the other day when I wore makeup. I went a little too ham. Put that right there. On the nose. There we go. So yeah, you have to be really careful with this. Because the one I have in the contour palette is the medium to dark. And again, you can get really crazy with it really fast. So you have to be really careful with it. Now I am going to bronze up a little bit. So I am going to, did I bronze up? No, I did not bronze up, but I did use blush. So let me put this back. We're going to go with blush. So the blush, I'm going to use the blush that's also in this Bold and Sexy palette. So I am going to use a little blush. Again, the color payoff. Telling you. Here we go. Beautiful. There we go. So I am going to highlight. Again, using the Bold and Sexy palette. I am going to use the highlighter that's in here. So the highlighter, it is right here. So we're going to use the highlight that's in here. And it just gives just a little highlight. I'm just going to give just a little bit. There we go. Just a little. I really think Black Radiance did that. That was brilliant. Put everything all in one little palette. I love it. As you see, I've dipped into it. A little bit on my nose. There we go. All right. So but now we're going to dip into the eyeshadow. Again, the Bold and Sexy palette. Let's see. What shadow am I going to go with? All right. Let's go with the shade Seduction, which is this little orangey pinky shade right there. So we're going to go with Seduction. Whoops. Let's go with that shade today. And the eyeshadows that's in this palette is very, very pigmented, so you won't be disappointed with this. I do believe they still have this palette available on Black Radiance's website. I don't think you're going to find this in stores. You're going to have to go on Black Radiance's website. So if you're new to my channel, I'm very, very simple. I don't need all that halo. I don't need all that, cut crease and something like that. And if I'm really feeling froggy, I'll do a halo eye. But I haven't done a halo eye in a long minute. All right. Yeah. Nice and simple. So for my shimmer, oh yeah, I like that. Nice and very, 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 very simple. So for the shimmer, I think I'm gonna go with the same shimmer I did before, which is called Tempting, which is this little shimmer right here. So we're gonna go with Tempting today. There we go. I'm just doing a very simple look today. I'm not going out the box today. All right, I'm gonna go for the other eye. All right, then I'm gonna take this in, and then with that remaining other shadow, just blend the two together so it doesn't look like a line. So I'm blending both. It looks more put together. There we go. There, nice and simple. I'm not going overboard with my makeup, and you don't need to do all that overboard stuff. I'm gonna set my makeup. I don't know if they have a setting spray. I don't remember seeing a setting spray for Black Radiance. So I'm gonna go with my Milani Make It Last matte setting spray. So I'm gonna go with that today. I always set my face before I do mascara. Don't do what I did and put mascara on, then set your face. Your mascara gonna run. Trust me. And then this is one of my favorite setting sprays. One of my favorite when you talk drugstore. My favorite high-end is the Urban Decay All-Nighter setting spray. For mascara, we're going to stick with Black Radiance. We're going to go with their Bold and Sexy mascara. One of my favorite mascaras. Even though this brush is funky, this brush doesn't bother my eyes, and it really gives me a lot of volume. So if you've been watching me for a long time, you know my favorite was the Black Radiance Lash Lengthening Mascara. I have used the absolute snot out of that. I ran out. So since this mascara, this is my other favorite. So if you have not checked out Black Radiance's mascaras, you need to be checking out their mascaras. They have really good mascaras. And no, I'm not into false lashes. I still don't get the concept of false lashes. I don't. I use what God gave me and rock it. All right. I'm looking at my carport right here where my car is. They got two birds fighting under my car. And it's 4th of July and they have canceled the fireworks downtown. I haven't gone to see the fireworks downtown in years. I don't care about seeing fireworks downtown. And every year, almost every year, every other year, somebody gets shot. All right, so for lip, I'm going to go with a liquid lipstick and a satin lipstick. So I'm going to go with my I need another one. How about out? This is the Perfect Tone liquid lipstick from Black Radiance. This is shade number, here's the number right here. I've had this for quite a while. And I do wear this. This is like one of my makeup, my lip colors I wear to work. Yeah, I'm almost out. Oh, yeah. This shade, it is a creamy matte liquid lipstick. It's, again, it's a comfortable lipstick. And it's not going to crack or anything like that. Then I top it with the Black Radiance lipstick with a similar, a little bit darker. And that is it. So this is my makeup look. So I'm going with that today. So I have several errands to run today. I see my little hair sticking out. I just washed my hair last night. Did a quick wash and go. So I'm actually about to take my daughter to work, and then my son and I have a couple of errands to run. So that is it with this mostly Black Radiance makeup look. Here it is, final look, and hopefully 40+ club approved. So, and speaking of, there she is. So with that being said, this is Venetia Alexander Marshall. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.